ladies and gentlemen, this is Crystal here, and today I'm going to start a new series. And in this series I want to talk about the internet browsers. These guys give us access to the World Wide Web. I will talk about these internet browsers. Some of you will know these browsers like the Google Chrome, the Mozilla Firefox or the Internet Explorer. And I will talk about some browsers that you will possibly don't know, like the Iron Web browser or the Lunarscape 6. So in this series I want to show you some advantages, some disadvantages, the add-ons of these different browsers, the speed of course, and many more. So let's just get started right away with the Google Chrome web browser. This browser is really fast. I have My Start as my favorite page. I don't know why, it just happened to be My Start, so yeah. So this browser was actually invented in December 2008. So it came down to the market, and since then it actually rises up to the third most popular browser in the world and in Germany. So I really like it, and I prefer it than using Mozilla Firefox and the Internet Explorer. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the Google Chrome browser. So that's why I'm going to Google. So if you want to download the Google Chrome, you just go to Google, hit this little more button up here, go down to the even more button, and here on the left side you see that here is a little Google Chrome icon with the name as link. So you just hit that and you see that you can here download the Google Chrome for free. So that's pretty cool, and I know that many guys say that they prefer the Mozilla Firefox because it has so many add-ons, but trust me, I don't think that this is worth using the Mozilla Firefox, because to be honest with you, the only add-on I ever used of the Mozilla Firefox was the add-on Fireshot. So as I told you in my GIMP background tutorial, you can also download this add-on for the Google Chrome browser. So I told you how to do it, so it's not really that hard, but I'm not going to do this video because you actually know it. So really cool browser, I have to admit, the Google Chrome, my favorite browser, and it has also some pretty interesting functions. So I'm going to show you right now what you can do with your Google Chrome browser. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to to the Google Translator, and what are we going to do now? Pretty simple, we're going to make a bookmark. So what is a bookmark? Just wait, I'm going to show you. So up here we have two symbols. One is this star tool and the other one is this wrench tool. So you just hit the star tool and you see here bookmark. So we are just going to create a bookmark for our Google Translator. You can also rename this bookmark, but I'm going to set the name on Google Translator. So you just hit the finish button, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to restart my Google Chrome web browser, and you see I'm on My Start again. I'm not on Google. So if I wanted to go to the Google Translator, I had to do type in the name, search for it and all that stuff. So benchmarking makes this a lot easier. So you just go to your wrench tool up here and you just go to your bookmark manager. Anyway, so here we have a bookmark named Google Translator. In this case it's the German word, so you can rename it. So if I just make a double click on this, you see that I already got to the Google Translator. I also made this with my YouTube account here. Just double click on it and you see I'm already on my YouTube account. I don't have to go to YouTube and all that stuff typing in. By the way, check out my new channel design. I think I really made it well done, so you can also do that. Actually, you should have checked it out because of the game tutorial, but never mind. So that's really cool and really helpful, these bookmarks that Google gives us. And what else you can do is, if you go again on your wrench tool, you have here some information about Google Chrome. So here you can see what kind of version you have, if you have the latest version or you need an update or something like that. I have the latest version of the Google Chrome web browser. So I'm pretty happy. So, but how do we gonna manage the thing with the speed? Speed is always an important thing to use the web browser, so that's why I wouldn't, use the Internet Explorer, because it's really slow. So how are we gonna do it? The speed of a web browser is actually defined by JavaScript. JavaScript is a special script language that makes the editors of these web browsers easier to put things in it and all that stuff and so on and so on. So what are we going to do? We go to a little website called FutureMarks. FutureMarks is a cool website. You should definitely go and check it out, because there we are able to check our web browsers. So what are we going to do? You just go here on benchmarks, then another site opens, then you go to online benchmarks, and again another site opens, and here we already see our Peacekeeper. So what is the Peacekeeper? This is actually, the Peacekeeper tests our different browsers. So here we have our link. Just click on this, and now we are able to test, to benchmark our browser. So we're just going to do this. Benchmark your browser. This may take a while, around about 5 minutes, but it really tests your browser intensively. So you see here also this Java symbol, which tests your JavaScript. So I see you in 5 minutes, okay? So once this Peacekeeper thing has run through, you actually get some numbers. You get a number of points that your browser reached. I have here like 4,734. I don't know if this is supposed to be good. I'm guessing so. So yeah. So I will do this with each of my browsers on this site, and if you are also have more browsers than only one, there's a pretty cool thing. You can click here, benchmark another browser. You just copy this link, and let's say I want to test my Iron web browser. I would start this one, post this link in here and hit the enter button, so it would immediately go to this website, and I could also benchmark this browser. So I'm going to do this in another video. So maybe what I should told you is that you first install some really little software on your browser, but don't worry about this. This is not like a virus or something like that. You can just trust this one. It's about, I don't know, 200 kilobytes or maybe less, maybe a little bit more, but not very much. So it starts and you don't have to do anything when this benchmark starts. So just sit back, relax, and yeah. So that's all for this video. That was the Google Chrome web browser. And yeah, Postscripto Crystal here.